Hello everyone, Dependent Quarter here, and today for you I have another very cool wok, which is the Abus xp20s. It's a 6-pin wok, dimple wok, which has one interactive element and some key control pins. As you can see here on the key, here is the main stack pins, these are the key controls, and this is the interactive element, which doesn't act like classical interactive. It's actually allows the pin to push into the key, so the pin goes lower. It's very hard to explain. That's the weirdest interactive I've ever seen, and as you can see, it's spring loaded. And here, let me show you the interactive itself. It consists of two parts, and this one interacts with the key, and as you can see, even the spring has a side, so it goes like this, and the pin closes on itself. I'm scared to do it because I may lose the spring, but the pin also springs and the key springs, and it's very, very weird. And for the drivers, we have very interesting drivers. We have spools with a tip-in shape at the end of them. So you basically need to set them past the spool stage, and after that set them again past the tip-in stage. We have on 1, 2, 5 and 6 the spools. On position 4 we have some attempt at as a barrel, but it's not very effective. And on pin 3 we have very interesting pin in pin, which is the last to be set because of the odd shape, pointy tip. And it's also on the max lift slot, so this one has to be lifted very high. And yeah, they go, I'm trying to do it through the camera, they go inside like this. And yeah, for the key pins we have all sorts of overset traps. We have tip-in overset trap, we have classic overset traps with sharp lips, and also we have one different spring. This is stock. This is how the wok comes with the spring. And also we have some key control pins, as explained. They don't affect the picking, you just don't push on them and you have nothing to worry about. Okay, so the core has the main stack pin holes here, has some drill protection holes here. These are for the key control pins, and this one is for the interactive pin. And as you can see, it has milling. Basically, the pin cannot be set in a deep fall set. The pin needs to be set in almost a neutral position. And because it doesn't bind first, it binds last or at the end of the pick, there is a technique that you can utilize to be able to pick it easier, which I'm going to share with you. And just showing you the housing. Here are the two grooves for the key control pins and the main stack. And so what I did is I used two flags, which are basically, one is just a smaller version of the other. They are flat flags and they are very thin because the QA doesn't allow very much room to maneuver. And also I put in this tension, this not tension wrench, this is just a wiper insert, which I'm going to use as a pin blocker. Basically I put it here so it can push from the beginning of the pick the interactive element to set it. And I pick the main stack with this in, and when I feel like it may be set, you have to get lucky with it. There is not set time when you need to remove this, and just remove it after it and pick the rest of the main stack pins and get an open. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Very interesting wok. For tensioning I use this Chinese wiper insert blade, and yeah, this is it. See you in a moment. Okay, Abus xp20s is in the vise. Pin blocker in place. Tension wrench. and super light tension. I'm just touching the wrench. Oh, yes, yes, yes! I got it open, finally. Whoa, this lock is so hard. Okay, it's fully picked. Now let's do the gutting. Okay, now first I'm going to drop out the interactive pin, which is the one that sits here. It has three parts: top of the pin, bottom of the pin, and a spring. Okay, we have some key control pins here. They don't affect the picking, but they like to drop, so I'm going to take them out as well. Okay. These are all the key pins. They are all some type of overset trap. I will show them to you in a minute. And yes, this is the core. Here is the groove for the interactive element, which has milling on it. Now let's look at the pins. We have spools on 1 and 2, and we have a pin-in-pin on position 3. We have a T-pin on position 4, and again spools which are not your typical spools. They are T-shape at the end, so you have to pick them twice. And also the interactive element has the pin-in-pin has different spring from the others. And this is the housing. These are the sides for the key control pins. And here are the pins close up. We have a spool with T-pin shape, as I explained. We have pin-in-pin, which is very interesting driver. Here's how it looks. It was the last pin that needed to be set. We have like us a barrel, but not quite, and again spools. And the key pins, we have different overset traps, which are very cool. Now the interactive element is from two parts. This one interacts with the key, and this one interacts with the housing. And this is the tiny spring, which also has one part which is wider. And if the interactive pin is not set properly, what happens is this part gets, it's this part which is here, gets trapped on the grooves and you can't rotate. And I will show you now the interactive part of the key actually doesn't push the pin in. The pin pushes the interactive of the key on itself, so it basically very bad lighting. It basically can, as you can see, retract inside. And yeah, this is it. Abus xp20s picked and got it. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye.